The only one who should be really unhappy is Kuldeep Yadav, because he's been robbed, if we can use the term, of a couple of wickets today. Of course, he did get Dasun Shanaka very quickly. But Minod's the one that is now playing the anchor role to perfection here, and that rush of blood almost saw the back of him, and that might have been very troublesome for Sri Lanka. Up in the air again. Who's going to get it now? Deep square, deep mid-wicket. Easy. The Rahul Chahar again, who caught a magnificent catch earlier on. This one, very simple relatively. And Minod will feel that he's let the side down.
Taking too many chances in 1 over. This time perishing. Nicely bowled by Kuldeep Yadav. Much slower. Minod Baduka had to make all the pace, but just meant to find the top edge and find Rahul Chahar at deep mid-wicket. All important wicket for India.
Minod after a good knock, 36 for in 31. Back to the pavilion, and Sri Lanka 66 for 4. Here's Sri Lanka's man for all seasons. Sangha comes and oh, little hesitation. Non-strikers, and the throw wasn't sharp enough. That's the last thing Sri Lanka need, a run out.
Easily made in the end. That's Kuldeep Yadav's second wicket. Minod Banuka getting a start. Trying to go for that slog sweep, only finding Rahul Chahar at deep mid-wicket. What a good asset to have, Kuldeep Yadav, in such conditions. Such a tricky customer, not giving any pace to the batsman. As you see, one of the senior players for Sri Lanka, Wanidu Hasaranga at number 6.
Well played by Hasaranga. Got 1 for 30 when he was there bowling, did rather well. And after 12, Sri Lanka 68 for 4. Kuldeep some reward for all his hard work. 2 for 15. Bhuvaneshwar worked very well. 2 overs, gave nothing away, took a wicket, and Chakravarti too. So the Indian bowlers are working really hard to defend that 132. And I think it will be, if they do get there, the lowest total they've ever been able to defend. But that's, of course, later. We'll see how it goes.
They got 2 more overs replaced. Rahul Chahar, as we spoke before, 3 important spinners doing their job for Team India.
Edge didn't carry to short third. Slanka's just flinging his bat now. I'm not so sure you'd like to see that. Here it is again, though. Playing against the spin, up in the air and straight to Rahul Chahar. Once again, the ball almost popped out, but he was right there. So ultimately easy, and well done, young man. The skipper's delighted.
Much quicker. beaten by all ends up. Vandu SRILANKA also looking at a field, Charu. Yeah, Vandu like to go.
Here it is again. Extra bounce for Varun Chakrabarti. Does have a high arm action. Oh, Varun really should have saved that, but let's not be too critical.
Talking about Vandu SRILANKA's favorite stroke, inside out, huge gap. And that's what Vandu was trying to go through. This time, much fuller.
Well, perhaps the ball is beginning to get a little soapy. The skipper helping out Varun Chakrabarti. And it takes special skill, though, playing the lofted shot over extra cover. You've got to be very sure of yourself. Dhananjay hasn't spent too much time there, but striking at 66, so he needs to push it along.
It's not much batting left for Sri Lanka as well. You know, Charmi Karat has been in superb form for Sri Lanka, laid down the order. Not too sure how Isrudan is going to, whether he's going to come out to bat. We're hearing that he's done a hamstring, so that's unfortunate for Sri Lanka.
Well, that'll be a shame, because at the top of the match also we were talking about the Sri Lankan injuries, and oh boy, I bet he's injured up between the ears right now. Played a shot which he really shouldn't have. And you were talking about the fact that he actually likes to hit the ball rather than push it around, Dasan Shanaka.
Definitely Dasan Shanaka is a player who likes to go big. And batting at number 4 is a different responsibility, trying to build the innings. And I haven't seen that much when it comes to building an innings from Dasan Shanaka.
Again, couldn't quite time it, so going a little difficult now for the Sri Lankan batsman, chasing 133 for a win. 13 gone, 72 for 4. Still a lot left in this match, but could India be on the cusp of some history here? Because the lowest total they've defended so far, 139 today. If they defend 132, a new record. Not that T20 internationals have a deep history, but that would be quite remarkable. And I really think Sri Lanka are still in a position, Rufi, to stop that from happening.
Definitely with the players left in the dugout as well as the 2 players in the middle, should have built chance their arm, saying that it's going to be tough work under these conditions. The superb bowling attack, and also interestingly, Navdeep Saini hasn't bowled yet. Clearly shows the tactics of India, not giving any pace to the Sri Lankan batsman.
Oh, very good. Right, hard, straight, but a good run around, and he'd once again done all the hard work. Sakaria should be very upset with himself. He is.
A crucial boundary for Sri Lanka. Debutant. Should have stopped it. Fortunately for India. Conceded. Kuldeep's conceding his first boundary into his 4th over. It's a bad miss by Sakaria, got to be said.
Well, that says it all. Even though Kuldeep's got 2 for 20, he's been pretty unlucky today, we've got to say. In many ways, Sri Lanka getting a taste of their own medicine. The slow bowlers from India doing a fantastic job. Again, jumps out, that'll go 1 bounce. And Sakaria's right behind it this time.
It's Kuldeep been fantastic today. Pretty unfortunate, hitting middle stump. That's his first wicket, Captain SRILANKA. Beaten all ends up. This missed chance by Sanju Samson.
Is that long enough? Yes, it is. Over the very tall Devdutt Padikkal at long on. Terrific strike by Dhananjay. What a useful player for Sri Lanka.
Important first six for Sri Lanka. Just pressing that accelerator. Finding that long on boundary. As mentioned, 83 meters. And feel good, definitely, for Dhananjay Silva.
Yeah, from the sweetest part of the blade. High and handsome. Kuldeep Yadav just a shade expensive this over. 12 already. Big six and a single to follow it up. Here it is. Some more chances. This one should have been taken by Bhuvaneshwar. Got his hands to it, both hands, matter of fact. And this one, of course, was by Rahul Chahar. There we are. Lots of good length. Maybe just a little fuller as well. But it hasn't been easy with no pace on this pitch here to strike even slightly fuller deliveries. "14 gone, 87 for 4. One of the fastest bowlers in India, Navdeep Saini, hasn't bowled today. But Bhuvaneshwar was very good. Chakravarti picking up a wicket, and Kuldeep only expensive in that last over. Otherwise, a very good spell from him. Navdeep Saini going to deep mid-wicket. We'll be wondering, skipper, would you mind giving me the ball here today?
I'm in the 11. Saini must be saying, I'm in the 11. Rahul Chahar back into the attack.
3 on the boundary on the leg side. Will they take the 2? The Indians missed a few 2s in the field.
Last ball of the last over, Kuldeep Yadav. That's something, Yadav, beg your pardon. You don't see much. Another variation built by Kuldeep. This is so good to see. Leading spinner still developing and finding ways to succeed in T20s.
Well, this format, of course, is conducive to variations, and every bowler, including Sakaria, who I had a chat with earlier, saying I'm very keen to develop more and more variations, particularly for white ball cricket.
And a short delivery, finding the lone field at long on. In T20, every ball is an event. Bowlers have got to be top of their game, got the variations right, and also understanding the batsman, the strengths and weaknesses are. Doing your homework previously is very, very important.
Well, there's nothing much in this match so far. The Indians were 90 for 2 at this stage, Sri Lanka 89, but they've lost a few more wickets. Quick look at Chahar. His length has been a little inconsistent today, which is why he's gone for a few. Hasn't, well, not too many to be fair, only 22 from his 3.5 overs, but no success for him.
Yeah, definitely it's been inconsistent. Saying that doesn't look bad, the figures. The way he bowled in the last game, last one-day game I should say, when he made his debut. But Rahul Chahar will come into the attack. enter the game much more, but saying that consistency have been an issue today.
This partnership is looking good for Sri Lanka. 24 from only 18. Dhananjay 13, Hasaranga 11, both looking good. Don't seem to be in too much trouble, and with not much of a score to get, this could still, saying easily, could be, well, that's not easily, but could be Sri Lanka's. So the Indians need to continue to be tight in the field. Oh, straight behind him. Is that all the way? One bounce. It's that strange run-up that Rahul Chahar prefers coming through the umpire. But that was very well handled by the man for all seasons, as I said, for Sri Lanka.
A different run-up, but this time taking the safe option of going straight over the bowler's head. Wanindu Hasaranga. Flat hit, important boundary.
No chance of putting a fielder there, so we just have to say that was very well handled by Hasaranga. He's striking well at 150. That's what his team needs.
Got the reputation of delivering when it matters most. Wanindu, not only with the ball, as well as the bat as well. Being one of the senior players, and rightly so. That's what we're talking about. Different angle. It's something that we saw previously in the last game of the one-day series, as well as in the IPL. We've seen a lot from Rahul Chahar, and he will owe the answer why he's doing it. He has worked it before as well.
Well, I've got to say, that's just a very difficult skill to master. He tries to do that every once in a while. But let's get back to Kuldeep Yadav and how well he's bowled today. Bamboozling particularly the skipper. There we are. That's the shot we wanted. Dasan Chanaka jumping out, had no clue. Lots of spin. And also Rahul Chahar picking up a lovely catch.
Kuldeep did have a chat to him last game. He didn't play. Showed his disappointment, but got the chance today. Grabbed it both hands.
Up in the air, and off his last delivery, Rahul Chahar picks up a wicket. Isn't he delighted? Hasaranga is not particularly amused with that reaction.
Well. Another batsman getting in and throwing it away. This time, Wanindu Hasaranga slashing outside the off stump, getting that thick outside edge. This time, Bhuvi holds on to it.
Well, he hadn't had much success earlier on. So Hasaranga, a good knock, 15 from 11. Does not do it for Sri Lanka today. They are 94 for 5.
They seemed quite nonplussed. Was it a wicket at the wrong time for Sri Lanka? Wanindu Hasaranga looked good. He's a dangerous player. They still need 39 of 30. The new man in, Ramesh Mendes, on debut.
Bhuvneshwar Kumar's into the attack.
Again, pretty sure that he's going to take a lot of pace off.
Now, is that the right decision though? Because there's only 1 over of spin remaining out of the 5. Yes, Bhuvneshwar has to come for his 2. But who are you going to go for the others? So disappointing because he was brilliant. The way he was striking the ball. Tossed up wide, inviting a shot. But will that be costly? Will that be costly for Sri Lanka?
He's done a Hasaranga on Hasaranga after getting it for a 4, tossing it up, slowing it down, getting him, and that's one of the reasons why he was overtly elated.
And I guess that's a massive blow Because the way Hasaranga was batting, he was making a massive difference. 15 off the previous over. His confidence was rubbing off on Dhananjaya De Silva. So it was a crucial wicket, and he throws it wide as well. Fetch it if you can.
Yeah, in answer to your question, I'm a bit surprised that Nitish Rana wasn't used today because of the way the Sri Lankan spinners bowled. Quite a few of them, they were used in bursts, a couple of overs here and there. That was interesting, Dhananjaya. So just a bit surprised. I know that Navdeep Saini has not been used. He's a frontline seamer, but the way Nitish Rana can bowl on a track like that, he could have bowled a couple of overs.
Because you can't bring him for the 18th or 19th, is it? Yes, that's the thing. Make up those couple of overs, then you open up the other options. Saini playing as a batsman, I reckon.
As a batsman who didn't bat.
37 off 27. It's up to Dhananjaya De Silva now. He's got to be smart. He's the one who's got to see Sri Lanka through. Get Ramesh Mendis to do the dirty work, and we look for a boundary. He's going to be up against some wonderful variations. Bhuvneshwar Kumar. 58 for 4 in that middle phase.
Swung away, but safe. Should get a couple easily.
India will take it. 4 off 5 in this over. Required rate almost 8.5 in this pitch. It's hard. Stroke play has been hard right through.
Yeah, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, as you mentioned, has got one after this. Varun Chakravarti has got one. These are Bhuvneshwar's lengths tonight. The wicket, again, you can always expect him to bowl good length, and I suppose he's bowling good length and taking pace off. So many knuckle deliveries, so many slow ones. 5 off that over, 99 for 5. Yeah, the worms have run parallel and hugged each other every now and then. It's ebbed and flowed a bit.
India 100 for 3, Sri Lanka 99 for 5 at this stage.
1 for 13. Varun Chakravarti hardly gives anything away with his facial expression. Whether he gets a wicket, gets hit for a 4, those expressions remain the same.
17th over, it's Chakravarti, so he'll be bowling out. How's he going to play the next 3? Shikhar Dhawan.
Starts off with a dot. Yeah, that's why it's interesting, because Navdeep Saini has not been used. Sakaria is on debut. He's got a couple of overs. Bhuvi only has 1.
Would it be the 18th and go to Saini and Sakaria for the last 2?
It's going to be interesting. That's why I said I'm still trying to figure out what Shikhar Dhawan is thinking.
What would you do? Who are you going for the 18th?
Chetan Sakaria, obviously, he's got a couple. But I'm just trying to figure out how is he going to make up for that 1 over.
He's gone with the 5 bowlers. Chahar, Kuldeep. Now Chakravarti bowling out. Bhuvneshwar 1 for 9. Sakaria's got 2.
Came in sharply, came in sharply. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I mentioned the name of Nitish Rana. Around the 9th, 10th over, you've got 3 spinners. Somebody like Rana is very handy. He can give you a couple of overs. If not 4, definitely a couple. But I suppose, as you said, is it too late now to use him? just that 1 over. How do you make up for it? Whom do you get in? Do you go to a frontline bowler like Navdeep Saini, who's hardly bowled an over? Yeah, again, just finding the gap there. A lot of ground to cover.
Couple of balls ago, there was a shout. Just an inquiry, I would say, but height was the question. 2 balls remaining in this over and Chakravarti's spell.
A couple of deliveries for him to close out his spell. Just tapped it on the onside. Happy with that single.
Doing the right thing, Ramesh Mendis. And Dhananjay De Silva. De Silva just looking to take it to the end. I would say just try not to take any chances in this over. Spin the main threat. Look to go at the others.
Last ball of his spell. Good delivery, good spell. 105 for 5. Yeah, 3 overs left. Zakaria has got 2. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has got 1. And that's how it's going to play out now. 18 and 20 to Zakaria with the main over, maybe. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar bowling the 19th one. And for me, it was just a question of, do you use that inexperience or do you go to someone else who's bowled a bit?
The ball swung for him in the first spell, but he leaked a few runs. But my thoughts go back to that ODI that Chetan Zakaria played. He is on debut in T20 cricket. The second spell was outstanding.
And doing the right thing here. He's got 2 right-handers. As a left-armer, he can come and keep bowling those cutters, which are always going to be leaving the right-hander. They have to hit to the bigger part of the boundary too. And again, he doesn't seem to be too fazed by the occasion. That's gone high. That's gone high. Should be taken and has been taken. Ruturaj Gaikwad out there in the deep. So a wicket to Zakaria. His first in T20 international cricket.
That's also a dot ball. That's so important at this stage. Ramesh Mendis, as you mentioned, taking him on. That's the longest part of the boundary, but doesn't make it anywhere near the boundary line. Another wicket falls. Sri Lanka slipping. With Mendis gone for 2, 105 for 6.
2 deliveries, 2 of them dot, 1 wicket. Another slower one. This is good from Chetan Sakaria.
Yeah, the batsman crossed while this was in the air. That's why Dhananjay De Silva on strike. Always looked like he was only going to go leg side. Ramesh Mendis.
They went very high. Good hands underneath. Steadied himself. Ruturaj Gaikwad had to run in a bit. Skipper happy. Another slower one. Can they get a couple? Chetan Sakaria very quick off his own bowling. That is the reason why they couldn't take the second. The deep mid wicket was quite deep. And Chetan Sakaria had to change direction.
And you need this type of commitment right now. It is